I've been working off unfinished maps, the edges drawn but not the middle parts. Navigating through the gaps, reading between the lines and all the starts. Unfinished maps are what I've got, and I've been getting somewhere all the same. The destination marked in pencil, every route a different version of the game. Somebody handed me directions once, I followed every one of them precisely. Ended up exactly where they said, but it wasn't where I needed to be. So I put the given map away, started drawing one from what I knew. The first attempt was rough and missing corners, but it was mine and that was something new. Piano came in dusty and deliberate, like something found in someone's storage room. Not polished but containing everything, a map that leads right through its own perfume. I've been adding to the edges slowly, every place I've been becomes a line. And the map is still unfinished and it always will be, but the unfinished parts are what make it mine. Unfinished maps are not mistakes, they're just the honest record of the takes I've made while trying to find the place that doesn't have a name just yet in space. Unfinished maps are how I live, every blank edge is something left to give. I'd rather have the honest incomplete than a finished map of streets I'll never meet. There's a comfort in the unmapped territory, the places no one's given me a guide. I walk slower there and pay attention, and the walking is the whole point of the ride. Speed requires a clear path, slowness lets you notice what is there. Unfinished maps demand the kind of presence that the finished ones have taken from the air. Base walked underneath the exploration, low and even like a compass heading true. Not pointing anywhere specific, just maintaining that the walking carries you. I showed someone my unfinished map once, they asked me where the middle section was. I said I haven't been there yet, and they nodded like they understood, because unfinished maps are not mistakes, they're just the honest record of the takes I've made while trying to find the place that doesn't have a name just yet in space. Unfinished maps are how I live, every blank edge is something left to give. I'd rather have the honest incomplete than a finished map of streets I'll never meet. The cartographers I trust the most are the ones who leave the edges open, who mark the boundary with a question and call the blank space possibility not broken. Unfinished maps are invitations to go find out what fills the empty frame. Unfinished maps, still drawing. Unfinished maps, still going. Every blank page, somewhere to be. Unfinished maps, that's enough for me. I've been living off the pocket change, the small amounts that don't impress. But pocket change accumulates into something more than I'd guessed. The loose coin in the coat I haven't worn since somewhere in the middle of last year adds up to the coffee and the record in the afternoon that made things clear. Jazz guitar came in easy and unhurried, the way a pocket change kind of day will do. Not demanding anything expensive, just the small and real and getting through. I stopped waiting for the windfall, for the moment when the big amount arrived. The pocket change philosophy took over and I'm richer for it, having so survived. Pocket change, it's enough to get me there. Pocket change, small coins, but I'll take care. Every little thing that doesn't feel like much. Pocket change adds up to Pocket change living, that's the only way I know. Pocket change giving, letting the small things grow into something I can use, into something I can hold. Pocket change, that's the story to be told. Gratitude is pocket change you carry that spins better than the notes by far. A handful of the small and real acknowledgements will take you further than you think you are. I've been spending mine more carefully, not wasting it on things that don't return. Pocket change of genuine appreciation is the highest rate of interest I can earn. Base came in beneath the counting, low and steady like a savings jar. Every note another coin deposited in the account of knowing where you are. By the end of the accumulation, I had more than when I started by a lot. Not because the amounts were ever special, but because I spent them right on what I'd got. Pocket change, it's enough to get me there. Pocket change, small coins, but I'll take care. Every little thing that doesn't feel like much. Pocket change adds up to more than such. But don't wait for the big amount to start. The pocket change is all you need today. The coin you've had rattling in your pocket has been waiting all along to have its say. Pocket change in small intentional doses is the whole economy of the good life. Pocket change, right here. Pocket change, no fear. Small and real, adds up to everything. Pocket change, that's the whole thing. Pocket change. Giving myself some latitude, a little room to not be right. Giving myself some latitude to stumble through the night and find the footing somewhere after, not before the fall. Latitude is not indulgence, latitude is what makes us all. I held myself to a precise account, no deviation from the standard I had set, which sounds like discipline but felt like a version of myself I hadn't met. The rigid version breaks before it bends, the flexible one adapts and carries on. I learned the difference somewhere in the middle of a standard I had held for way too long. Piano came in with a little attitude, didn't play the obvious note choice, found a slightly different resolution, and that decision gave the music voice. Latitude is not the same as careless, it's the distance between perfect and alive. I gave myself some extra room to breathe in, and somehow that's what helped me to arrive. I used to apologize for not being precise, for the approximation in the near, for the version that was close but not exactly, for the outcome that was good but not quite clear. Latitude allows the close enough to be received as what it actually is, not the failure to achieve the target, but the human in the honest doing of the biz. Bass came underneath and gave me latitude, low and grounded but not holding tight, the kind of foundation that allows for movement while keeping everything from going out of right. Now I build the latitude into the planning, not as excuse but as essential room. The latitude between the plan and what happens is where most of the real living finds its bloom. Giving myself some latitude, a little room to not be right. Giving myself some latitude to stumble through the night. Not everything needs to land precisely, some things just need to land. Latitude is what I'm giving myself to be a working human and not a brand. strictest version of yourself will tire before the flexible one is even warmed. Give yourself the latitude for error and watch the error become the thing that forms something worth more than the original intention. Latitude is not the enemy of great. Latitude is not the great things happen when the plan meets what is actually laid. Latitude right here. Latitude, give it some air. Latitude, a little room to breathe and be. Latitude, yeah, it's good enough for me. Tuesday is the best day for the record store. Fewer people in the bins, fewer hands on the things that I've been meaning to get to, and more room to stand and understand. The Tuesday regulars know what they're doing. We nod at each other without words. We're all here for the same essential reason, the only therapy the rent affords. Piano came in dusty like a record sleeve, the kind of sound that lives in cardboard stacks. A lo-fi warmth that only comes from something that has been listened to and then set back. I found 3 things I wasn't looking for, which is the only way to find the best. Tuesday at the record store delivered everything I didn't know I'd need addressed. Tuesday at the record store, that's where I wanna be. Tuesday at the record store, nobody's asking anything of me, just the bins and the browsing and the maybe something here. Tuesday at the record store is the best thing about this year. There's a language in the flipping through the bins, the angle of the wrist, the pace, the pause, the way you pull a record halfway out, then slide it back with knowing cause. I've had conversations without speaking with the other Tuesday regulars I know. We communicate entirely in body language about the fines and what the prices show. Bass came underneath the browsing like the carpet of a room I've known for years, not demanding any extra attention, just the grounded sound of being somewhere clear. Bought 2 things I could afford and one I couldn't. The one I couldn't was the obvious right choice. Tuesday at the record store has judgment that I trust more than my practical voice. Tuesday at the record store, that's where I wanna be. Tuesday at the record store, nobody's asking anything of me, just the bins and the browsing and the maybe something here. Tuesday at the record store is the best thing about this year. Streaming has its place and I use it, but it doesn't give me Tuesday afternoons. Bent over something I've been looking for in a room that smells like all my favorite tunes. Tuesday at the record store is sacred in the secular and ordinary way. Tuesday at the record store, still looking. Tuesday at the record store, Tuesday at the record store, the bin's still cooking. Found something good, didn't know I needed. Tuesday at the record store, mission completed. Most of what I found in peripheral. Not looking dead ahead, but to the side. The best things came in from the edges, while I was focused on the center of the ride. Peripheral vision trained on nothing particular, just open and available in there. And the things that came in from the margins were the things I couldn't find by staring square. I spent years looking directly at the goal, which is the standard advice, and I get it. But the direct stare can also tighten up the space around the thing until you forget it. The periphery is where the unexpected has been waiting just outside the frame. In the moment that I softened the direct focus, the periphery began to play its game. Piano came in from the side, not the front, not the obvious position. Found a way into the room without announcing, just the presence and the peripheral addition. All the people who have changed my life have come in from the edges, not the center. I wasn't looking for them when they entered, but the peripheral was open to remember. Peripheral listening is underrated. They're not quite hearing everything clearly. The catching parts of conversations drifting that mean more than what was said severely. I've eavesdropped my way to wisdom more than once, not intentionally but peripherally. The conversation at the table next to mine that answered what I've been wondering generally. Bass came in the way peripheral does, from below the range of my direct attention. And by the time I registered it was there, it had already done its best work without mention. Peripheral vision is a different kind of seeing, not less than the direct, just differently placed. I've been practicing the soft eye of the open and finding what the hard eye couldn't face. Peripheral vision, catching what I missed. Peripheral vision, everything that's on the list of things I didn't know I needed, but that came in from the sides. Peripheral vision, where the good stuff hides. The great jazz players know the periphery. They listen for what no one else is playing. The space around the note that isn't there yet is where the real music has been staying. Peripheral vision, let it in. Peripheral vision, right here. Peripheral vision, see it clear from the edges, from the side. Peripheral vision, where I reside. Need a little calibration. The instrument's been reading slightly off. Need a little calibration. The readings have been good enough, but not enough to trust completely. Time to check the bass. Calibration, getting back to accurate grace. Some things drift without you noticing. The standard holds, but holds at a new angle. The readings seem consistent, so you trust them until the real north shows you how they've changed. Calibration is not an admission that the instrument was broken all along. It's the honest maintenance of accuracy, the upkeep of the tool that keeps you strong. Brass came in precisely where it needed, not approximate but calibrated right. The difference between almost and exactly is the difference between the noise and the light. I've been calibrating slowly lately, checking where the drifts have taken root. The things I've been measuring on instinct against the actual instead of the substitute. Relationships need calibration too. The assumptions that have hardened into fact that were true ones but have shifted with the seasons and need the honest check to bring them back. I assumed I knew what someone needed based on what they needed years before. Calibration meant the conversation that updated what I thought I knew the score. Bass laid the baseline for the calibration, the steady reference note against the drift. Everything rechecked against its presence, the small but necessary upward lift. Calibration isn't second guessing, it's the confidence to check and then confirm that what you think you know is actually knowing, and what you think you've learned is what you learned. Calibration, getting accurate. Calibration, the fact not the approximate, checking every reading against what's actually real. Calibration is how the good ones feel. Every instrument needs calibration, every good thing needs a check and confirm. Calibration is the honest maintenance of everything it took so long to learn. The ones who never calibrate are the ones whose readings drift the furthest. Confidence without the check is blindness, and blindness wears the mask of the most earnest. Calibration, back to true. Calibration, right now. Calibration, figuring out how. Back to center, back to true. Calibration, overdue. I've been living between two coasts, not geographically but in my head. The version of me that stayed back there, and the version that arrived here instead. Neither place completely has me, and I carry both of them around. The between is where I actually reside. The hyphen between the two is where I'm found. Piano came in like a postcard from a place you've left but haven't lost. The warmth of somewhere you've been before, arriving after a significant cost. Between two coasts is not nowhere, it's its own coordinate on the map. The people who live between places are filling in a real and necessary gap. Between two coasts is where I live. Between two coasts is what I have to give. Not the certainty of one shore, not the clarity of two. Between two coasts is how I get to you. Yeah. There's a freedom in the between position. You're not obligated to either side completely. You carry both their best and worst together and navigate the distance relatively neatly. Between two coasts I can see them both with the perspective that the distance earns. What each one looks like from the other is the lesson that the between position learns. Bass came in below the crossing, the depth of the ocean in between. Not measuring the distance as a burden, but as the whole width of what it means. I've stopped trying to resolve the between into a choice that doesn't need to be made. The between is not a problem to be solved, it's the address where I've actually stayed. Between two coasts is where I live. Between two coasts is what I have to give. Not the certainty of one shore, not the clarity of two. Between two coasts is how I get to you. The people on the coast will never understand what it means to be the bridge between them. But the between position has a vantage that the singular position can't redeem. between two coasts is the whole view. Between two coasts, still here. Between two coasts, the view is clear. From here I see both sides of it. Between two coasts where I sit. The honest answer takes a second longer. You can always tell because of the pause. The honest answer isn't the convenient one. It's the one that comes out with its claws. Not sharp to hurt, but sharp because it's real. The honest answer feels a certain way. There's a weight to it, there's a texture that the easy answer doesn't have to pay. I've been practicing the honest answer, even when the convenient one is there. Standing at the door of easier, but choosing what's actually fair. Someone asked me how I was doing. The convenient answer was 2 words, fine. The honest answer took a little longer, but the honest one was also more mine. Jazz guitar came in with the honest version. Not the clean run of the obvious path, but the slightly rougher, more considered journey that the honest note requires in its craft. The honest answer builds a different room than the convenient one has ever made. The honest room takes longer to construct, but the honest room is where you wanna have stayed. There's a conversation I kept convenient for months before the honest version came. And when it finally did, the room got better, even though the getting there was through the flame. Honest answers don't require perfection, just the willingness to say the real instead of the approximate and simpler version of the thing you actually feel. Trumpet came in muted but considered, like it had been holding the true note, waiting for the moment that was honest before it opened up its throat. Now I lead with the honest answer, even when it costs the extra beat. The pause before the honest one arrives is the sound of something choosing not to cheat. The honest answer takes a little more. The honest answer opens up the door to something more real than convenient allows. The honest answer is taking the vows of saying what you mean and meaning what you say. The honest answer is the only way I wanna live, I wanna give. The honest answer every day I live. The world has plenty of the convenient answer, more supply than anyone could use. The honest answer is the undeserved one, the one I keep on choosing not to lose. Honest answer, still here. The honest answer, right here. The honest answer, perfectly clear. Not convenient, but actually true. The honest answer is what I owe you. I've been working on the slow build, the kind that doesn't show its hand too early, the kind that takes its time to get to chorus and earns the chorus when it gets there surely. The slow build is a kind of faith that what you're building will be worth the pace, that the foundation laid in the beginning will hold when the full weight gets to take its place. Piano came in at the slow build tempo, not the quick arrival of the eager, but the patient laying of the melody, note by note, the certain and the major. The slow build asks a lot from the beginning, when there's nothing yet to show for what you've done, and everyone around you has their chorus, and you're still in the setup of the one. Slow build, that's the way. Slow build, not today. The payoff is coming, it just takes its time. Slow build, and the chorus will be mine. Slow build, foundation first. Slow build, quench the thirst for the quick arrival with the long reward. Slow build, that's what I'm working toward. The slow build artists are the ones who last, while the quick arrival peaks and then recedes. The slow build puts the roots so deep below that what grows above is what the long game needs. I've watched the quick arrival come and go more times than I can count from where I stand. The slow build ones are still here doing it long after the quick arrival lost its land. Bass came in the way the slow build does, the last to be appreciated, first to be missed. The slow build in the rhythm of a song is the thing that all the other parts have kissed. The slow build is not slow because it's weak, it's slow because the strength requires the time, the patient laying down of every layer, until the whole thing finally starts to climb. Slow build, that's the way. Slow build, not today. The payoff is coming, it just takes its time. Slow build, and the chorus will be mine. Everywhere you look, the world is selling the quick arrival and the instant peak, but the slow build is the only honest answer to the question of what the long life seeks. Slow build, still going. Slow build, still going. Right here. Slow build, getting clear, layer by layer, day by day. Slow build, that's the only way. There's always something left in the glass, the last inch that I never seem to finish. Not from waste, just from the habit of keeping something there before it's diminished. Something left in the glass is not a problem, it's a philosophy that I've been keeping. The last bit isn't safe for any reason, just the practice of not completely depleting. Piano came in soft and partial, like there's something left in the glass of sound. Not the full chord, just the suggestion of the chord that wants to be found. Something left in the glass means there's still some, which means the evening hasn't fully closed, which means the option of another moment is still available and not yet foreclosed. Something left in the glass, not ready to be done. Something left in the glass, the night still has some run. The last inch is a promise that the thing is not complete. Something left in the glass is keeping the retreat from happening too early, from closing up too fast. Something left in the glass is making the good last. I've applied the something in the glass to everything. The conversation, the project, and the drive. The something left means there's still more to give, which means the thing is still alive. A glass entirely empty is committed completely to the fact of being done. A glass with something left is still considering whether there's a reason to go on. Trumpet came and muted and remaining like the something in the glass of brass. Not the full expression, just the presence of something that refuses yet to pass. Some nights I drink the last inch after all, and some nights I leave it there till morning. But the something in the glass gave me the choice, and the choice is the whole point of the warning. Something left in the glass, not ready to be done. Something left in the glass, the night still has some run. The last inch is a promise that the thing is not complete. Something left in the glass is keeping the retreat. The masters of the something in the glass are the ones who know when and how to keep the final inch for possibility. Not for drinking, but for not gonna sleep on the best thing that you had tonight. Before you're ready to let go, something left in the glass. Something left, still holding fast. Not yet done, not quite gone. Something left, the night holds on. This one goes out to the quiet ones who do the work without the announcement, who show up every time without the fanfare and leave before the credit and the pronouncement. The quiet ones have been there at the edges. Every room I've been in has a few. They're not the ones you see in the beginning, but they're always there when you need someone through. Piano came in for the quiet ones, not the bright intro of the obvious. Just the steady in the there and the reliable, the kind of sound that makes the day continuous. The quiet ones are not the ones who cannot, they're the ones who choose a different kind of volume. They speak in actions, not in declarations, in the doing, not the taking up of column. The quiet ones are the whole game. The quiet ones are not the same as the ones without something to say. The quiet ones just have a different way of saying it, of showing it, of being it. The quiet ones are how the good things last. The quiet ones are building while you're watching. The loud ones who have faded in the past. I've been learning from the quiet ones for years, the ones who do the thing without the show, who know the work is in the doing, not the telling of the doing that you know. The quiet ones will not remind you of the things they've done on your behalf. They'll do them and move on to the next thing. And the quiet is the other half. Bass came in for the quiet ones, the whole foundation of the music nobody sees. The quiet underneath that makes the melody possible, the low end of the necessary. I wanna be a quiet one eventually, not silent but correctly volumed for the task. Not the front of every conversation, but the one you're glad you thought to ask. The quiet ones are the whole game. The quiet ones are not the same as the ones without something to say. The quiet ones just have a different way of saying it, of showing it, of being it. The quiet ones are how the good things last. The quiet ones are building while you're watching. The loud ones who have faded in the past. If you have a quiet one around you, let them know you see them doing it. The acknowledgement costs nothing and means everything to the one who never asked for any of it. The quiet ones, they keep the whole thing going. The quiet ones, right here. The quiet ones, always near, doing the work without the show. The quiet ones are all I know. The quiet ones are everything. The quiet one, the real thing to the quiet one. Who read this far? The quiet ones, you know who you are.